page 7 of the review. Starting with 28, write a congruent statement for the following triangles. A congruent statement says triangle such and such is congruent to another triangle. So here we're looking at these two. I'm looking at triangle AYC, and I want to say that triangle is congruent to, well, A has to go with angle C down here since they have the same mark. Y has to go with angle B since they have the same mark, and that leaves us with A in this triangle has to go with C in this triangle. So that's your congruent statement. Here, same thing. I'm looking at two triangles that are congruent. Let's say I'm looking at triangle GTH, and I have to match up which letters go with here. Well, G has 3 here, V has 3, so G has to go with V. T are vertical, so T goes with T, and that makes H go with U. Alright, what additional information would be needed to prove these two triangles are congruent by HL? So HL, again, it says hypotenuse leg. You need a right triangle, so you have two right triangles. The hypotenuse, so the side across from the right triangle, has to be congruent. Since both triangles have QT as one of their sides by the reflexive property, QT is congruent to itself, so the hypotenuse is congruent in both triangles. And now we need one other information to prove that these two are congruent by HL. We got the hypotenuse part. Now we just need the L part, which is a leg. So you could say two things. You could either say RT is congruent to QS, and then you would have enough information. You've got your hypotenuse and a leg. Or you could have also said RQ is congruent to ST, because that is also a leg of a triangle. Alright, number 30. What additional information would be needed to prove these two triangles are congruent by ASA, angle side angle? Well, the side, reflexive, LK is congruent to LK in both triangles. They both share that side. So we have an angle and a side. So the other angle has to follow after the side. So this angle right here would have to be congruent to that angle. So angle side angle. So the additional information would be angle MLK is congruent to angle JKL. This angle JKL and angle MLK. 31. What additional information would be needed to prove that these two triangles are congruent by angle side? Okay, well, if I come here and let's say I want to pick this angle, then this would be angle side angle and not another angle and a side. So where would the other angle have to be in order for it to be angle side? Well, if I look at angle Z, right, now I have an angle followed by a side. That would correspond with angle G here. So now you have angle and a side. So angle Z is congruent to angle G by angle side. That's the other part of the missing information that you need in order to prove by AS. Alright, and then 32, what additional information would be needed to prove these two triangles are congruent by SAS? So you need two sides and an angle. Two sides, SS, and an angle A. Well, your angle is going to come in from the fact that these are vertical angles. So now you have an angle in each and a side in each. Now you also need another side. Well, if I choose this side over here, then it would be side angle, or angle side, or angle side, which we know that doesn't work for congruent triangles. If I choose this side here, now I have a side, an angle, and a side. So the corresponding side would be that side right there, side angle side. So knowing that YX is congruent to WX, now we have enough to prove by side angle side.